You know, we're talking and she's all like, well, you know, do you want to make something for dinner? I'm like, I'm not going to make something. You're the... Whoa! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the news desk here on thatnewtoysmell.com. Keeping the smell of victory alive. And it is New York Comic-Con week, which means we've got all the weirdos from the Alternative Minds blog up there for Pop Culture Network checking out everything. So if you want the latest updates, make sure you check out popculturenetwork.com. Of course, if you just want the toy news, you can go to thatnewtoysmell.com. If you just want the comic book news, you can go to ineedcomics.com. But for a little bit of everything, make sure you go to popculturenetwork.com. And because it is New York Comic-Con, there will be some announcements, some fun pictures, some exciting videos and interviews coming about, which means that I'm doing the news desk now on Friday afternoon. And there's still a lot of stuff to come, which kind of sucks because that means it's not going to get covered in this news desk. But hey, we'll be back next week to cover all the stuff that happens this weekend, so just keep your eye on the website. But we will talk about a few things before we get started here. Hasbro did finally unveil their Unit E. There had been some speculation about what exactly Unit E was. There was Jim and Mask and Micronauts and stuff all over this thing. People just couldn't figure out what Unit E was going to be. Well, as it turns out, Unit E is a comic book, one specially made for New York Comic-Con. Looks like there are no plans for a major distribution of this book. There are no plans for the story to continue. Right now, it's just an exclusive. It's where characters from Candyland and Jim and the Holograms and Mask and whatever all these different properties are, Stretch Armstrong, etc., they all get to meet in this one fantastic world where their stories overlap. Now, if there's a huge ground swelling of support, people wanting to see Uncle Moneybags from Monopoly being robbed by Megatron from Transformers, perhaps they will do something, but overall this seemed more like a plug for their comic book series from IDW. And series, that's a multiple series. Because IDW does do the G.I. Joe and Transformers comics, and maybe they'll pump out some specials of something else from Hasbro in the future, should there be demand for it. But that's what Unit E is. It is not a Mask toy line, so you guys can settle down now. Other news, of course, New York Comic-Con does have this Transformers Prime RC and Bumblebee. For those of you super excited for that, that is available now. They also had this Jim display for really no apparent reason. They haven't announced as of yet that there's going to be any sort of re-release of Jim toys. However, the episodes of the TV show are coming out on DVD, and those box sets, I guess, are available at the con, or they're being unveiled at the con, something along those lines. Now, Mattel did finally display Metron and his Mobius chair. This is the subscription exclusive for the DC Universe Classics line. So those of you wondering what it's going to look like, there you go. Also, Mattel had this really cool Voltron display. They had their form-blazing sword Voltron in a bunch of different poses. Plus, they had the new one from the upcoming Club Lion Force subscription on display. And you could notice that for Ding Dong Rick, just so you know, there is a difference between the white on the lion's faces and the gray being used for the metal. Yes, it is a lighter shade of gray, but it is gray nonetheless. And finally, Mattel had their Masters of the Universe Classics display set up, but it was really pretty much everything that you already saw at Toy Fair. As of right now, there's nothing new or exclusive in that case. However, the story could change as the weekend progresses, so as I said, stay tuned to popculturenetwork.com for any more news and updates from the show. Now, as I said earlier, the weirdos from Alternative Minds are checking out the show for us here at the Pop Culture Network, and they have sent in a whole bunch of photos. In fact, RetroWare TV's Ito Bandito sent us a whole bunch of photos that I've turned into a video montage. So if you want to see a bunch of the stuff from New York Comic Con, just stay in your seat, because it will follow right after this. And this being me saying goodbye. Thanks for watching the News Desk, and I hope you enjoy the montage.
Call me.